What's going on, everybody? Brendan here, Dad Planet. Welcome back to the One Man Show. So between all of the pool visits this summer and the parade for 4th of July and all of the things in between, I've actually managed to get a little bit of work done. So I went to a couple of thrift stores recently. July is like the month that I work the least amount in my eBay business in, but this recent trip or these recent trips turned out to be very fruitful. And so I'm happy and excited to feature these items for you. There's a lot of BOLO brands in here that are new to me. And so I hope they are also new to you. And I want to use this always as encouragement for you, and shout out to those of you who watch these videos and then like jump to your local thrift stores immediately to try to find similar items or just get out and get motivated to make a little bit more money. I do this to make you and help you become a more informed reseller. With that in mind, I've got a bunch of stuff to show you. I'm taking you along for the ride. So let's get into it. Let's check out what I found. All right, let's play a little cart wars here. First thing I find in this location is a really interesting lamp. So this is a spiral lamp, and the model number on this is KL-108. It is from Ken Art, I believe. A couple of things here with this item. So there's like a dome cap that looks like it is missing, and then the little light on the inside was burnt out. So that will need to be replaced. They have this marked $4, so we're going to test this and plug it in store just to see if the motor is working. There's a few items in my cart. We'll talk about those towards the end there. But that is a very interesting item, and so I'm going to just check the rest of the carts here real quick before we go and test that. They want $4 for these Starbucks tumblers. They're out of their minds. And I didn't really see anything else on these carts. Like, what is this? It's like a shotgun shell frame. There's a product for everybody, but I don't see anything else here that really piques my interest or strikes me as having decent enough resale value. So I plugged that item in. Motor looks like it's working. Now the bubbles are not rising to the top like very quickly here, but when I took it home, and I have the video that I took it home in the description of this item already, so naturally I did purchase it, but it's working properly and the motor was very, very quiet. So I have that listed at $100. Even parts only, it's selling for around 70. Next item here, I mean, how could anybody pass this up? Especially with how hard I'm hitting Halloween in July. This Yankee Candle, crisp fall night. I mean, this is just amazing. It smells great too. Gonna check to see if it's 1 wick or 3 wick. Looks like it is 1, and I can't tell if it's blue or black. I think black would be a more kind of a more fun, more appropriate color for it. But I really couldn't tell. I think it's black. It looks kind of blue. 14.5 ounces, brand new, only $5. That is definitely coming home with me. It's a $25 bill. And there's a couple of not recent comps, but just a couple of comps to go on that say list that for 25. So that's what I will do. I'm not huge on these Enesco figures. I don't have the eye for them. And I mean, it doesn't take anything more than just looking them up individually on my app, but I didn't see any value there. So another separate trip to this same store. This is a home run. Stranger Things Monopoly. It is sealed. What do they want for it? $7. The current list to sell ratio, if you use this UPC code for this product, is 15 currently listed to 105 sold in the last 90 days. This is a scorching hot BOLO. Not only that, I have already sold it. It's sold in 1 or 2 days. So keep your eye out for that. $70. I think you could probably even get more if you were so inclined to list it higher, but I wanted to move it quickly, and that's exactly what happened. So we're going to check the rest of the cart here, play some more cart wars go on the bottom. This was marked $20 here, this digital backup camera, so there wasn't enough meat on the bone for me to pick that up. Those bags could have had some value. I didn't check them, but I am looking actively again for backpacks because it is back to school. Some Skylanders here. They wanted $30. I didn't really recognize just through looking through the package if there were any rare ones in there. There might have been, but I thought at $30 that was a little bit too steep. So I went ahead and passed those up. Move over to the shoes. I got an interesting pair of Sperry's. They're in excellent condition. Now, normally for me, Sperry's sell better in the springtime, not necessarily in summer and fall. It's just my experience. Your mileage may vary. But these are a wheelhouse size, women's 8.5, and I was surprised to see a couple of comps in the $35 range. So that's what I will end up listing these for. They have a really neat, like, little floral pattern on the sides there. So that was a nice little pickup, and if I get $35 for those, I mean, I will be super pleased. They're $4.89 now in this store, something like that. Boots are $6, and then shoes are just under $5 in this location. So they've raised the prices 3 times so far this year, but I am low on shoes. So here's another pair that I've actually never seen these before. So these are New Balance Trace Fiber Knits. They are 247 model, and I think they're a men's size 10. The tag will tell us here in a second. But I could only find one, and I had to go to Terapeak for this. I could only find one sold in the last 90 days for around $53, $54. But these are really unique looking, and they were in pretty good condition. And because I'm selling through shoes faster than I can replenish them, I'm definitely going to take them even with just the one comparable sold that was a while ago, because these look pretty cool. I will probably throw them in the wash and tidy them up just a little bit, but that was a cool pair of shoes. I think $50 is going to be a fair price for those once I get those photographed and once I get them listed. I can get shoes photographed, listed, and stored very quickly. So yeah, I just wish I could find more. All the stores that I'm frequenting, I can't get good pairs lately. So this is what it is. Maybe they're not donating as much in the summertime. Maybe the other resellers are getting to them before I am. Definitely a possibility there, but 2 cool pairs of shoes, but this takes the cake. So this is a brand that I would not normally source. Now, again, Halloween theme for Brendan in July here. I had to have these, and this is not, again, something I would normally purchase. The brand here I think is called Show Story. I'll feature it here in just a second. You'll see it inside. Show Story. And these heels, believe it or not, I mean, there's 50 currently listed. If you look up Show Story heels in your app, there's like 50 or so listed, and only 12 is sold in the last 90 days. But these with the spine heel and the skull theme with roses, I had to take a chance on those. Again, it's only going to cost me $5, and I'll list them for 50. But those were really strange and unique, and so I thought I would give those a try. If you were paying attention, you saw this bag earlier that I passed up on, but I came back around and discovered that it's actually a BOLO. It's an item to be on the lookout for here. So B. Makowski, I don't know what the B stands for. This is obviously a leather studded bag. It was in really nice condition. It's genuine leather, and I see a lot of sold comparables. I'm just checking the buckles here. I mean, everything checks out. This looks like really and feels really well made quality. I've never seen it before. This is a $50 bag right here. That's what I'm going to list that at. I see a lot of sold comparables. I couldn't find an exact sold comp. If I had gone into Terapeak, maybe that would have been a different story, but these look like they sell pretty consistently around $50. So I was happy that those turned up and that I didn't miss it the second time around, because I definitely passed on it the first go around here. All right, let's attack the racks here. I got a shirt here, a shirt BOLO that I want to show you guys because it's new to me, and I think you should look for it as well. Grayson is the brand here. Just a regular short sleeve men's polo shirt. Got a little, I don't know if it's a fox or a wolf. It's a wolf logo on the front there, and then it's got a like a G initial towards the bottom. Yeah, okay, you'll see it right here. I teased this in a previous video, but Grayson, I mean, this looks like a $40 polo shirt right here based on sold comparables. I see a lot selling in like the $45 range with free shipping, so I think coming in at $40, it's in mint condition with free shipping is the play here. And didn't really find much else in this store. The store that I'm at right now is a very small store. They don't get items like in and out really quickly. So let's go back to the original items in my cart. So these Bark Box, like little squeaker toys for dogs, they're pretty good sellers. So I think they got a price of $4 on this bag, and it's a bag of 3 Jurassic World, Jurassic Park squeaker toys, T-Rex, a bunch of other ones. I've actually already sold the I can't even pronounce it, the one that looks like the pterodactyl with the yellow beak. I sold that one for $13, and the other 2 I have listed for $15. So, you know, 40 bucks or so in that bag at a price of $4 is a great buy. They are all brand new with tags. Now we're going to talk about these guys here, these girls here in a second. So I have some like stylized metal female objects here, $9 a piece, unbranded. But that first dibs sale, 2 of these little green women together sold for, well, they're listed at $900, and the seller must have took an offer. We're going to take a look at these a little bit closer once I get home here and talk a little bit more. But I could have a real huge BOLO on my hand if that sale was legitimate, which I believe it is. All right, here they are a little bit closer here. I believe these are both just heavy aluminum, and each of them weighs about 2.5 pounds. And I don't know if they will work like perfectly as bookends because she's sticking out a little bit here and it's like in a little bit more. So I don't know if the books would stand up straight. I think you certainly could if you styled them that way, you know. But as it stands, that First Dibs sale, and there's talk, people say that, you know, First Dibs is way overpriced. You know, it might be overpriced for a lot of people, but it's not overpriced for the people that are purchasing items on that website, right? And so even though there was a strike through on that $895 price, let's assume they sold for 600 bucks, like just pick a number. I don't know how you see what they actually sold for. They clearly did. And so I'm gonna list these girls for $600. This is the exact same model as the one that you saw in the image, and it just doesn't have an exact match. It's this woman that's gonna go with it. I think $600 would be fair based on that sale. Now, is eBay the right marketplace for these? I'm not really sure. Could probably try Etsy. I could certainly try to sell on First Dibs myself, not knowing anything else about the application process to become a seller on it, but this could be a really exciting find. Extremely well built, very modernist style, and I don't know, you know, shoot for the stars. Guys and girls, I always knock on the refrigerator door before opening it, just in case there's a salad dressing. We got dad jokes. Brendan here, Dad Planet, the One Man Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that like button if you liked what you saw or you learned something today, and then always consider becoming a member of the Dad Planet family by subscribing and hitting the bell notification icon so that you know every single time I upload a video to YouTube. But that is it. That's all I have for you. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.